Hey you guys, Chantel checking in here. Before I start this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and let's jump right into this. So, this video was long overdue, very long overdue. Jesus, speaking to the mic, Caroline. Okay, so before I start this video, I actually wanted to talk about something real quick. So as you guys may know, I got a new tripod so I can record for you guys because I don't like holding my phone. The angle is terrible. I'm still getting used to lighting, so all of that jazz, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it came with this little button right here, and I assume you're supposed to use this and it's supposed to snap and take a picture of you without you having to like touch your phone. And I don't know if it needs batteries or not, but like every time I press it, like a little light comes on, but nothing's happening. So I don't know if I need batteries or what, or I'm not sure. But in this video, I wanted to talk about something that happened to me 2 years ago. Terrible, terrible. So I can finally talk about it now. I've been putting it off and putting it off because I just haven't been in the right headspace since then. I still suffer from PTSD. But I was in a head-on collision July of 2023, headed back to work. So how it all started, earlier within the year, I was doing security and I was doing security for a very long time and I was ready for a career change. So I took it upon myself to fill out an application to do maintenance slash construction. And it was funny because at first they wouldn't hire me and I should have took that as a sign, but I put in the application and they just wouldn't accept me. But my friend put in the application and they accepted him. So he referred me to them for them to pull my application. And mic check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. All right. So when they ended up pulling my application, during the interview process, they pretty much had told me, they were like, we seen you fill out an application, but we didn't know if you were filling out an application for the right place. And I was like, yeah, of course I want to do construction. What you think? Because I'm a girl, I don't want to get dirty. And that's exactly what they thought. That's why they wouldn't pull my application at first. So the first week, I just mainly had to fill out applications, and I should have known because it was signs that were being shown that this wasn't the place where I was supposed to be. Because within the first week, they couldn't get my direct deposit right. Um, I, the paperwork for some reason wasn't processing through, even though I had all of my paperwork and everything like that. It just wasn't processing through. It took way longer to process through, and they couldn't get my direct deposit together. So I was just mainly just going through a lot of technical difficulties when it came to this job. That was the first week. So the second week is when I had the accident. 2 weeks into working this job. So um I asked one of my coworkers. This is someone that I met first before I even started because I seen him walking down the street and it was raining. And I just was like, you going down to this place? And he was like, yeah. So that was the first person that I met, and we were hanging out occasionally here and there. So I was like, hey, you want to come with and stuff like that? So he came with me, and we had an hour break. So I remember it vaguely. I remember I stopped at home. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, everything like that. And I remember I left out, and something told me, because normally the way I go was always the way that I went to work, but it was always so much traffic. So I just tried to avoid that way. And I knew another way that was faster. And something told me, just keep straight, just keep going in the main direction that you're going. Like, don't take any detours. But I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna just take a detour because this way is faster. And I remember going that way, going down the street. I'm feeling good. I'm singing. I'm waiting at the intersection. Y'all. So in this state, or mainly at the intersection I was working at, or where I was working, the intersection right there. It's a very dangerous intersection. Um they have it to where, like, if you have a solid grade, you still have to yield for the oncoming traffic. And then when it's clear, you pretty much make that decision to make a left or not. But sometimes with this intersection, I've seen it, plenty of people have seen it. People can vouch for me also that sometimes people blow past um the light to go up. So I'm coming south, Compton. They're going north. So sometimes when people are coming down North Compton, they blow past that intersection to keep straight, and it's only one lane. So it's like you have a lane that turns right to go up Shoto, which is the street that I was working off of, and then you have that straight lane take you from North Compton to South Compton. I'm on the other side. I'm coming Compton. So I wait like 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, I didn't even make it all the way to the intersection. When I tell you I seen this car head on a split second. This is weird to say, but I remember when I first graduated high school, not even a year out of high school, a few people that I went to high school with were in a very horrendous car accident. It was five of them, only two of them lived. And I remember the person that was driving, his story was his head smacked the steering wheel, and he had very, like, horrible, yeah. So I don't know why I thought about that, but in the split second I seen this, I put my wrist in front of my face. So my wrist hit my face, and then my wrist, like, how can I explain it? So my face hit my wrist, and my wrist hit the steering wheel. Front of my car was total, sandwiched. Mind you, there's someone in the passenger seat too. Mind you, this person also that I just collided with. So it's three people involved. Okay. And when I first got hit, I blacked out maybe 15 to 30 seconds. And I'm just shaking my head until I come to and I see, like, the steering wheel, all of the buttons were gone. The front of my car was gone. Airbags were deployed. And I remember feeling like, did this really just happen to me? Sorry if it's really loud. My dog, she just itchy. And I really thought to myself, did this really just happen to me? And I look over to my coworker that's in the passenger seat, and I'm like, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry." And I immediately felt so bad. I felt embarrassed. It was people just driving by taking pictures and, doing this. And I'm just like, I don't like to be in the limelight, no way. And I've said this in previous videos. I'm not really a type of person. I don't like to be in the forefront. So in that moment, I felt everything. And then what made it worse was I'm right across the street from my job. So my job sees it. And thank God everyone was okay, including myself. I didn't have any internal bleeding. Thank God I didn't have any broken bones. I pretty much saved my own life by doing this. If my head would have smacked the steering wheel, I honestly don't know where I would be. I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you guys. So I'm very grateful for that. It was a very horrendous time. Of course, it was the battle of the insurance. It was a very long process. It was very emotionally, mentally, and spiritually draining. Even now, I still have PTSD. Um, I was able to get a new car out of it, thank God, but I wasn't really too excited about that. I've talked to some people who are like, "Oh, you about to get a new car? Hey, everything is great," and I'm like, does anybody else not understand that I literally almost had to die for this? So to me, even now, I don't think of it like, oh, I'm so glad that I not only almost took my life, but two other people's lives, and I got this really nice car sitting outside. I still don't feel like that. And even when I drive, I still have PTSD. So I'm still learning to cope with that. Sometimes when I do drive, I have flashbacks. They just come abruptly. I don't like driving still to this day. I hate it. Um, and where do I go from here? I'm pretty much taking it day by day. I'm way better than I was at first. Oh, funniest thing, I had a suitcase in my car, and when the accident happened, I pretty much put everything in that suitcase, and I didn't open it for a whole year. Didn't open it at all. And I finally cracked it open. And I was like, I was looking for these shoes. I was looking for these glasses. I was looking for this. I was just really traumatized at that time, and I just didn't want to open it because of the memory of it. But I'm slowly but surely getting better day by day. And no one died, thank God. But I still say to this day that a part of me died at the intersection, which I believe is true because I'm not really the same person. But it was a learning experience. Thank God. I'm gonna keep saying it. Thank God no one lost their life and no one died, because I don't know how I would feel. What I went through was enough, but if someone would have died, I don't know how I would have felt. I most likely would not be here talking to you guys as of right now. But that's pretty much the end of this story, guys. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Like I said before, I'm a small channel, still working, still striving, but thank you so much for rocking with me. I appreciate the love and support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you guys later. Bye.